All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Saiki K, Season 1, Episode 9.
All right.
What crazy antics will we get up to today?
Torohashi-san.
I would love that. I would love that in general.
Personally, I feeling like a bit of a Teruhashi just suffering just a bit. With a lot of Nendo kind of dashed in there to season things.
Spice things up.
Yeah,
absolutely. In before this show turns into a very serious sit rom-com. It could happen.
It could.
You never know.
It could. I don't doubt that there's a possibility.
A very loving relationship between Nendo and Teruhashi that could bloom. You never know.
True.
No.
It could even be something where they get into the fact that the parents of Saiki K might actually kind of love each other enough to produce another child.
If you want to talk about ultimate annoyance, yeah.
That could do it.
Saiki having a younger sibling.
And then he would be able to read the mind of a baby.
Yeah.
And we would have Boss Baby, but in anime.
Yes, because that's what we need.
I'm just trying to think up the most horrific thing that this show could.
But on the other hand, it could be like Calvin and Hobbes or something.
That's true.
So,
that's true. So wait, is Saiki K Calvin or is he Hobbes?
Is Calvin Boss Baby? I'm sorry I put that thought in your head.
Yeah. So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. All right, everyone, now be sure to go check out the reaction portion of the video in the description below, then come back here for the discussion.
Judgment lights up.
All right.
Oh my god.
Torohashi kicked us off, and Nendo sealed the deal. This was basically a Nendo power episode.
It's basically everything we could have wanted from a Saiki K episode in general. We got new characters introduced. We got some, recurring characters brought back in. Some wonderful new connections between characters that we never, ever would have expected.
Nope.
And, just fun antics and stuff the whole way.
The idea that the magician banged Nendo's mom, and Nendo's mom is just Nendo with a wig and jewelry. Oh my god, same voice actor and everything. And the thing is that...
The deep lore for Nendo's family.
Right. And the thing is that Nendo has no powers.
Nope.
And this is a world where there are plenty of things that don't make sense, and everyone accepts it.
What are you talking about? They make perfect sense.
They make perfect sense, exactly. Yeah, totally. Right.
Oh.
Yeah. But, God, the idea that, okay, for sure, Teruhashi has a reason that she is this, cute and attractive. It's obviously some good genes, so that would mean that her family in general is going to be relatively attractive as well. So her brother is also then... so attractive that he's a model, or a famous actor, or what have you. Yeah. Cool. Oh, but he has a sister complex. Okay, for anime tropes of characters that are awful. Yep, there you go. That's another one that we can use.
And I also, if I'm correct, he is the younger brother.
No, he's the older brother.
No, he is the older brother. Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
It's always something where it's like the obsession with the little sister, which I'm like, because I feel like that can get into...
Jacob, it's still incest.
No.
Who cares is older or younger?
No, yes.
You want some originality in your incest, basically?
Oh my god. I was like, hey, at least it's something different than the trope, right? It's the trope, but it's like
the trope
2%
is still
different.
Sister complex. It's still
totally. But yeah, but that's a great way to have crazy antics and miscommunication, because then he is like, oh, I'm going to then basically say back off from my sister.
Yes.
Right?
Using his shit for brains brain.
Yes, because he correctly picks up on the fact that she likes Saiki, or that No,
he doesn't.
Right.
He correctly predicts that there's some potential connection between the two of them, and that his sister doesn't want there to be any misconstruing the connection.
Exactly.
He does not know why, he just knows that is something that she cares about.
So originally when the scene is set up, I'm thinking, she sent him over specifically to be like, hey, can you subtly make sure to drop the hint that that's not the situation, and it's like, oh, okay, cool, yeah. You know, definitely Teruhashi being a bit extreme, but, you know, nothing too crazy. Turns out,
no.
There's another Teruhashi that is being extreme. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's the situation.
I love that, like, as he kept talking, I started to figure it out, like, 3 seconds before he would say the thing that was going on.
And yet he uses all of the ridiculous analogies of, like, you are a fly on, like,
On
dog feces, you know, and it's like, wait, you calling your sister dog feces?
You are your sister carrion?
Right. And then he's like, I will marry her. And it's like, okay.
All right, there's your problem. Okay, cool. Yeah.
And yet, even with that, there's still like is he even consistent in the fact that he likes his sister, or is it something even more twisted and
we'll see.
I don't know.
See.
Yeah.
But okay, we've got a full then just discourse on Nendo, his test results.
Yep.
He ends up using a pencil that he's then carved away with a divination, you know, metric.
The ultimate technique.
Yes, the ultimate technique.
And hey, he
flawless.
ends up doing exactly one better than Saiki, and Saiki worked his ass off to make sure that he would get exactly average.
Yep. But now he's going to seem even more average because Nendo, when he tries, is actually better than Saiki. So it's like, damn.
Yeah, and tries. Like...
Of course, yeah, Saiki was doing this all himself, so yeah.
No, definitely. But like...
He didn't want Nendo to seem too smart, you know?
No, but the idea that Nendo is just like... Oh no, I'm still not trying. I have this gimmick that is flawless. It always works, you know.
Yeah.
And apparently it does.
And we also found out a little bit of some of the reasons why Nendo might not be doing so well in school and might be the way he is that things aren't going well with his mom.
At home, yeah.
And she's a single mother, and
it's got to be
wants
hard.
to take care of her and do what he can to be there for her. That's
Yep.
really sweet.
It's
We
very
always
sweet.
knew Nendo was best boy.
Oh, absolutely.
But now we just have it like doubly confirmed.
And now I kind of want Nendo and the girl that was introduced at the end of this episode
Mira.
to like, Mira, to have like a really sweet like wholesome relationship or something.
She's gonna end up in love with Saiki, though.
It did seem like it was going that way, and like it could actually be something where they could have some sweet interactions happen between the two. Because with like Teruhashi, it's something where it's absolutely just the comedy of, oh, she's the super popular vain girl and stuff that likes him, and he knows everything she's thinking, right?
Yeah.
But in her case, it's like cinnamon roll. Just okay, yeah. I'm earnest and trying to work to provide for my family with
listed off
11
9
jobs or whatever.
This
Yeah.
girl listed off like 9 jobs.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, I do all of those and I have to quit all of them. And he's like, actually, it would be a mercy to
Yeah.
have you quit at least one of them, you know?
But
like,
then it ends up being something even better, where it's not that she has to keep it a secret,
yeah.
and not that she loses the jobs or whatever, so then she can hang out with them at karaoke and the money ends up somehow not being an issue. No.
Yeah.
It's that they all come to hang out with her.
Except they don't because then Nendo
Nendo decides to join them.
Yeah.
And then that's also
good
sort
for
of...
Saiki because then he'll be able to go there by himself.
Well, or maybe it's the poetic side of things in that by helping someone, Saiki ends up sort of fucking himself over because now Nendo starts frequenting his place of solitude and pudding.
Yes. But to be fair, that means that she could be told by, well, Nendo, the person that would actually say this, that, the reason why I'm here is because Mira has quite a lot of friends at school. So they were all thinking of coming here. And I'm one of those friends. So you're going to see more customers here because Mira works here.
That's
She's such an
right.
amazing worker.
Exactly.
And the boss is going to be like, oh, wonderful
I'm going to give
job.
you a raise.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a raise. Here's another 25 yen per week, you know. Oh my god, thank you so much. You know?
The things that she would say of like, I haven't had anything but ice since yesterday. And it's just like, oh god. Or like the
way she grabbed the free creamer off the side, I was like, oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Too real. But okay, all right. Not actually as much focused on Saiki, despite actually
enough,
how many new characters we got this episode that were not really new, but more like
we got 2 and a recurring character.
Well, right.
Well, actually 3.
The brother was kind of already introduced last episode, but now he's officially been introduced.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yep.
That's really good. I also love the fact that that it was wait, hold on. Saiki didn't help Nendo. Nendo's dad helped
Right.
Nendo.
Yep.
That's right. That's why he didn't
Saiki was thinking he would have to,
but
and
he
then
didn't have to.
he didn't. Yeah.
But that was something that was funny because I was wondering why did the score end up being exactly one more than Saiki, and I thought that was Saiki for a second, and then I'm realizing, wait, no, actually, this ghost just isn't that good at like cheating. So
and then Reita just got fucked over because all of a sudden, oh wait,
your
my help
tool
isn't here. Damn it!
Found his real boy.
Yeah.
Gonna help.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking for a second when Saiki was like, all right, I guess I need to help him, that he could be like, wait a minute, hold on a second. This is my opportunity. If Nendo gets held back a grade...
That would be so evil, but so perfect.
I don't have to deal with him anymore.
Nendo's like on the floor beneath them, and he just jumps up through the floor, and his head sticks through. He's like, "Oh, my best friend, hello!" And everyone just like, "Oh yeah, that's perfectly normal, right?" So yeah, I'm
Yep.
minded of it.
Also, now that Kokomi has met Saiki's parents, and
True.
and everything that the brother said in front of them was very positive because he wanted to be secret about the whole back off thing.
Right.
I want Saiki's parents to start shipping Saiki with Kokomi. That way, that there can just be more crazy antics, basically, where Saiki is then outnumbered, right? And they'll of course do like the usual parent thing where they, like want to help, but it's like, no, don't do anything, please. You'll fuck this all up, right? But these are anime parents and Saiki K animated anime parents, right? So the kinds of shit that they would pull, I feel like it could get into truly next level type stuff, because given how much they care about each other, right? Then if they're wanting to foster young love, I can only imagine how direct
to what lengths they would go.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing they wouldn't do for their beautiful boy, right? Because after all, it's this sweet girl that likes you so much.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. That's probably one of the like my favorite like cringe things in any kind of teen drama story is basically cringy parents trying to like encourage young love when it's not asked for or wanted or what have you. I'm just like
oh yeah, it's great.
The cringe is palpable.
And then watch the way Saiki would diffuse that situation is he would do another forced telepathy like he did with the salesman, but instead with her, so that they would see her internal thoughts and they'd just be like, oh god, oh, she's a little monster.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Teruhashi heard Saiki telepathically communicate with her. Now, what he had to have done then was then made her think that was her own thoughts.
I think so, yeah.
But the thing is that what if Saiki is so much in her thoughts that her internal thoughts sound like Saiki? So she's just like, like that's actually like her own thought. She's just like, oh god, yes.
He can't do that with anyone else because they know that it's
my
him.
Head. Yes,
right,
thank you so
but
much.
for her specifically. And then if he tried to do that with Nendo, all of a sudden Nendo would be like, holy shit, there's a voice in my head.
Right. I also love the idea that Hairo is actually a genius, even though he's the super overzealous sports boy.
Because what did he
got?
get?
6th place
Holy
out of the
shit.
school.
I missed that part.
180 something people or
wow.
whatever. And he
dedication.
Got 6th place. It's the idea that obviously, yes, he's dedicated, but one of the things that's rather fun as a just twist on things is that the jocks tend to be looked at as stupid.
Right.
When it's like, no, actually, they have good work ethics generally, which means that they're probably good at studying if they want to be, but also because if they have bad grades, they can't go to sports.
Sure.
Even more, so therefore, they're very caring about their grades.
And Hairo is absolutely a himbo, so it's nice to see that he's also a smart bo. Yeah.
Well, right. It's weird because I actually wouldn't say that he's necessarily a himbo, but he's like,
I mean, Nendo is the true himbo,
Nendo is not attractive. I'm sorry.
Oh, right.
So.
Okay, no. I forgot that was a requirement.
Bless your heart, It's, he has parts of that, but no, he's just kind of a Dumbo,
Yeah.
But the idea that Hairo was also being humble, and then he's like, I did horrible.
6th place.
6th place. He's basically
in the top 3% of the school. Yeah.
He's like, A is average,
Right. B is below average.
98%, where the other 2% go, you eat them,
Right. C, can't eat dinner. D, don't come home.
Yes, exactly.
F, find a new family.
Yes, the failure. Now, all right. So
Managing your failure.
yes. If we're like, I feel like we can kind of predict things now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if Teruhashi was kind of the opening of this episode,
Right.
next episode, then we really need to go back to Chio. Then, right? Like, you feel me?
Yeah, we didn't see Chio
At all.
like I think she was like in one of the skits is like oh yeah, she's also in the classroom,
She was maybe
you know.
invited to the
Right, the karaoke thing or whatever. But yeah, no, that's a great point. And
I think we're going to go either Kaido or Chio. Very opening act next episode.
I could see that. I also think
Testing my own
Hyro.
psychic abilities.
I think Hyro is also like, if we were to rank the characters as far as like
Priority.
competitiveness in the Psyche meta.
Yeah, that would actually be a good tier
I would
list.
say we're starting to figure out not just which characters are like our favorites, but which ones are kind of the author's favorites, you know? And so which
true.
ones they use. Nendo is obviously at the top.
S tier.
Right?
S tier.
A double S tier plus,
Yep,
right?
yep.
Like, and that's why,
Yeah.
like, he basically just took over this whole episode.
Kaido is like really high up there as well. He's like high A tier.
Yeah.
Teruhashi is probably also up there as an A tier.
and then Hyro, I would say, is
Like
also
a B tier.
yeah, like a high B tier pretty easily. So
Yeah.
so I feel
Poor
like
Chio's like D tier, like
yeah,
down.
she'll work her way up to C. You know, like she's you know, she's going.
She still won't be seen.
Yeah. But the idea that we could now have 3 female characters that all like Psyche, because that's the max you can have without going into harem territory, right?
True.
So, and as far as comedic antics with miscommunication humor and everything,
Yes.
that is a fucking gold mine.
Rivalry.
Yes. And all the drama it will cause Psyche that sounds exhausting
Yep.
and that he wants to avoid.
Yep.
So please make it happen, show. I would
Yes.
love it. And then, of course, Nendo and potentially his parents trying to set him up. Play wingman.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below. For our Patreon, you can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb,
I'm Jacob.
and we'll see you all
Next time.